IlluminatiComic.com is the site to see. IlluminatiComic.com. Join the conspiracy. Christmas lights shining bright. Truth is on the way. IlluminatiComic.com. Go there now today.
Oh man, I gotta hear that one more time. Oh man.
IlluminatiComic.com is the site to see. IlluminatiComic.com. Join the conspiracy. Christmas lights shining bright. Truth is on the way. IlluminatiComic.com. Go there now today.
What up, what up? It's Donut, and you tuning in to Illuminati News.
News.
Illuminati News. And we are
There
here
it
with Mystic Mark. What up, Mystic Mark?
Hello, happy to be back.
Paranoid American. What up, Paranoid American?
What up, y'all?
And with everybody up in the comment section, what up, everybody? Smash that like button. Exit the secrets.
It's busy in here already. Wow.
Yeah, we popping it off. We popping it off. We going. We doing it. We doing
Well,
it. We doing it.
We should say I'm cross streaming on my channel, so I don't know if the comments are all connected. Maybe not. But I also
yes,
promoted
they
it
are.
on my Instagram page.
Oh, thank
So
you.
shout out
thank
to
you.
everyone who's here
Oh my
from
God.
my
Thank you.
channel.
5 Leaf Clover. Shout out. Everyone, go over to my YouTube channel and snatch those memberships up right now. First 5 people, get them all for free. And I do have a whole bunch of member-only content. So thank you, 5 Leaf Clover. That's super awesome of you.
That's really cool. So go to Paranoid American's YouTube. I got them links down below, and grab those memberships because they're going to run out really quickly. You got 5 of them. And I also like to say thank you, everybody, for supporting the Illuminati comic. We have crushed through, oh my goodness, almost 600 backers, 599 backers.
Wow. The very next person's going to be number 600.
The very next person will be number 600. Are you going to be number 600? We're going to give you a shout out live on the air. Let's get this to the 600. Whoever's the 600, maybe we'll give you a special treat, because we got a special treat for everybody tonight. We are joined by Isaac, and we're going to be talking about the electric frequency. Like how I wrote that? I wrote it elect L. I got L. I got free and a Q and a free.
Who's Rick?
Well, I got the elf in there for the elf waves, and like Santa's elves. You know what I mean? Santa Claus elves. But let's introduce Isaac. We're gonna bring Isaac on right now. What's up, Isaac?
Hey, doing great. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. How are you? It's great to meet you.
Yeah, it's great to.
I know you already know Mystic Mark and Paranoid American. Looks like his screen froze.
Quite an entrance.
But Mystic Mark, why don't you introduce him while we do it?
Well,
I guess Paranoid would be the best.
My buddy, I can introduce him. I've known Isaac for a little while now. I would venture to guess, like Thomas, Isaac made his first podcast appearance on my podcast, but that might be an overstretch. He might have done another show.
Is my computer or is Mark's?
No, Mark, you got an issue.
You sound like a robot over there.
I have an
It sounds
issue.
Yeah, it sounds cool, but the microphone just started coming in a little choppy.
Oh no.
Oh no, it sounds good now. No,
sounds
it sounds
fine
terrible.
now.
No, it sounds good
How about-
now. Now it sounds
Yeah,
bad.
sounds fine.
Oh, sounds good, yeah.
Oh my. You're just messing with me. So yeah,
No,
Isaac
no,
No,
you're
makes
good
some
now.
really
You're good now.
Sounds good now. No, everyone knows I'm telling the truth up in the booth.
okay, good. So Isaac makes some really sick custom orgonite pieces from the great state of Oregon, hence the name Orgonite. And if Isaac gets in here, he'll tell us all of there he is. He'll tell us all about Orgonite and how he started working with it.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Isaac? We lost you for a
Hey,
second.
yeah, so my computer notoriously hates StreamYard, so I really hope this doesn't do that a bunch today. But yeah, I'd love to educate you guys a little bit on Orgonite. Where do you guys want to start?
I guess first, kind of just introduce yourself. We're kind of doing a team up as well, putting out some donut organite stuff. We'll talk about other stuff as well. I got all the different books. So let's take a look
Oh,
at
he's
that. I'll
got
make a
one.
big
He's
screen.
got one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is a nice
wow.
purple piece that I got. It's got a couple pieces of quartz in there. You can see, so it's not a full donut, it's a half donut. However, you can see the thick layer of orgonite in there, which is just a mixture of metals such as copper and steel. Sometimes I'll put some gold foil in there as well. And then you always have it surrounded in epoxy with a couple clear quartz that essentially are the batteries of the piece.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. And you got into William Reich's information at all?
Yeah, I love Wilhelm Reich. He has some incredible information. He started out as a psychologist. He was actually working under Sigmund Freud for a while, and they weren't super in agreement on a lot of things. But Reich's main aspect of his work was that everything is related to an imbalance within the body energetically. So there's a specific electrical energy that he called orgone energy that permeates the body, and that every single aspect of everything in nature is made of this energy. So it's essentially the baseline ether energy of the universe. And he went really deep in his research on how to manipulate it and to harness it and make it better orgone for the rest of us, essentially.
Absolutely. And his information was so solid that the U.S. government threw the man in jail, killed him pretty much in jail, burnt his books in America.
Yeah.
One of the first burning of books in America. I know the first one was like in the 1600s in America, but we're talking about like after 1776, like right now, not that long ago, before the hippie movement. They burnt his books, and I got his books. I'm a big fan of his mentee as well, Alexander Lowen. I got his entire collection, who studied under, I always say Reich, but it could be Reach. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but
It's right.
it goes super duper deep in Illuminati lore as well. Like, you cannot run up against this critical information. Even Robert Anton Wilson wrote a play. I got the play right here, who wrote the Illuminatus trilogy on William Reich in Hell, a full play. Not a lot of people know about it. And I also got James Demoe, PhD, on how to make some of these orgone accumulator. I never read it, but I did go deep in this book, Narcissism by Alexander Lowen.
It is Reich, by the way. Donut.
Is
Pronounce for that, like the Third Reich, Fourth Reich. It's the same word.
this is
No, is it just a weird picture? Does he have a Trump tan on the top row there? You know what I'm talking about?
Healthy
Maybe-
guy.
maybe it's
He's spent time, absorbing the orgone energy. This is
Okay, so it cooks you.
Trump. Trump is an orgone guy too. He just doesn't.
It came out of an air fryer.
You think Trump's in a tanning bed? No, he's in an orgone generator.
Okay, I can get with that, man. The little organ chamber.
Why do you think he's so much more superior than Biden, and they're nearly the same age?
Yeah, but so
he's got his flavors locked in.
I lost you, Isaac. Isaac, so you got. Did you know about any of this information with like the other authors who carry on his work? There's an entire school. And how is his information that the government wanted to remove it from people and pretty much destroy his legacy by bringing in other people to discredit him with the exact same look as well. How is it connected to these dope donut like I got this one that I've had since 2012, so I think it's so cool that you created like actual donut ones with them frosting on it that you'll be able to access these donut 5G EMF protector, or we'll get into it, but
Yeah, for sure. So I would like to consider Wilhelm Reich to be like the main roots of a tree where the branches of research kind of came off of. So out of Reich, you had the guy James DeMayo. He's actually also from Oregon. He passed away a couple years ago, unfortunately. No mysterious circumstances there. But he was doing research for 50 years on how to prove Reich's theories on orgone accumulation, especially with the cloudbuster. That was his main tool. And Wilhelm Reich, he had two main technologies that he started out with, which was the orgone accumulator, which is essentially multiple layers of organic and inorganic materials. So imagine like some fiberglass and then some metal stacked into a box. You'd sit inside of the box and it would go through your energy systems and kind of, what people like to say, it kind of destroys the energy and then restructures it and then redelivers it back to your body at the most optimal state that it's meant to be in. So that's the accumulator. Then you have the cloudbuster, which is a really powerful tool against chemtrails and weather manipulation activity. You have people who will build these cloudbusters, and you can also find them under the name of chembusters, which is a different thing. It's more of the orgonite, which we're going to get into in just a second, because orgonite, these things right here, these pyramids, like this is one of those pyramids. It's completely different from Reich's work. However, it utilizes the same underlying science. So orgonite is a mixture that was invented by a man named Carl Wells in the 50s, I believe. And then another man named Don Croft. They were the two guys that really pushed forward this information and the knowledge. They built these pieces, and their main thing that they would call it would be gifting, because for a while people were really scared about selling these orgonite pieces. Because fun fact about Wilhelm Reich, the thing that happened to him is he was told while he was doing his research that he was not allowed to transport these devices across state lines because they weren't FDA approved, and so he didn't do that. But one of his colleagues ended up transporting an orgone accumulator out of state lines. So they finally found something they could legally get him on. They took him to court, and Reich's main way of trying to defend himself was to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that his research has been accurate and he's not been lying about it. Well, they end up throwing him in jail for contempt of court, and he dies like the day he's supposed to be released. And they in turn end up burning all of his books. I think it was like 9 tons of his books in Manhattan incinerators. And he is the only man that had his books burned by both the Nazis in Europe and in the United States. And those were both completely separate times. He got kicked out of Nazi Germany because Hitler hated him because he was starting like a sexual health revolution in the state, and they were pissed off. So yeah, the branches of the technology, though, with specifically orgonite, you have Carl Wells and you have Don Croft, who made these different technologies, and they use different mixtures because they realize the organic and inorganic elements are really what make the difference when you're transmuting these energies. They also added quartz because they realized the piezoelectric effect inside of them was enhancing and refining the electric field. So essentially, I love your name, Donut, because I'm really big into toroidal fields and energetic fields. So this energy torus, this donut, is essentially the energetic field that is created by all orgonite, because we all live inside of energetic fields. You have a 6-foot roughly energetic field radius. People like to call it an aura or a biofield, or the millions of names that they have it for. But it creates an electrical field that your body itself is an orgone generator. What it's doing is taking energy from your base and it's recirculating and refining it up through your spine, and it's spitting it back out into the universe, or back out to like the whole God energy, or whatever you want to say it be. And so orgonite takes this energy and it kind of condenses it and it refines it, and it can benefit literally anything around you. So I tell people you can use this with your pets if you have issues with your pets. You can use this on your own body for, I like to say, energetic healing, because I'm not a doctor. I cannot cure people, but it really works effectively on the body. I would say theoretically, this is not proven science, but I have a feeling that it has some sort of interaction with the mitochondrial networks, because that is what is producing light, and that is what is creating the energy for our bodies to be maintained. And we really cannot focus and study that on that beyond the cellular level, because that's so, like, we just have to guess that kind of stuff right now.
The
So
powerhouse of the cell. Boom.
exactly.
I love that you said that.
Yeah, and it's so dope that you brought up the toroidal field. It wasn't even my plan. I didn't with the donut, but how we live in a bioenergetic field, and that's why I wanted to call it bioenergetic mind control, even though, because bioenergetic is not an evil thing, but for some reason the scary stuff gets the clicks. But we're talking about some donut hole, become donut hole. This was something that I wanted to
It's how you created the donut factory. You were looking at your toroid field, because that's genius, donut. You're
I
like,
wasn't. I wasn't. I wish I was that smart. I didn't know about the whole toroidal field. And there's another
we are
author.
all
You up there
donuts.
with like a easy layup there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really liked what you had to say. I'll be going to some of these images of what you're talking about and how it's all connected, especially Alexander Lowen's work. He wrote this book on bioenergetics. This was Wilhelm Reich's mentee. He studied under him. And then other people carried on the work like you did, and making it even better because and all that. But this one right here goes into the best one, narcissism. He explains narcissism the best, and what it is the killing off of the emotions of oneself, where one deadens oneself, and this whole movement of orgone energy goes into muscular tension, how we build different tension, and even the Unslaved podcast really goes deep into it, that even some of the fat on us as well gets added on from stress, from anxiety, from trauma and whatnot. So it's super important, especially in this bioenergetic field we live in. So when we walk by someone, we are affected by their donut energy. So these things are just really cool. I got them, and it's custom jewelry. Paranoid American, can you tell us a little bit about the IlluminatiComic.com? Look, we just need one more person to sign up.
We got it. You got to refresh. It's there.
Oh.
Bam.
oh,
Look at that.
Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Can you tell everybody how they can actually access some of these incredible jewelry from Isaac over here?
Yeah, well, if you want the custom made orgonite donuts with the frosting and the sprinkles and all that, it comes automatically in the VIP pack. So the Illuminati Yacht Club pack. I believe we also have them available by themselves. If not, we can maybe add that. If a bunch of people are interested in that, we can make it so you can just add those on.
I think it's better if it's just for the Yacht Club members, but it's up to y'all. Whatever you want to do.
So right now you got to be in the Yacht Club. You get in the Yacht Club, you just automatically get one.
how baller would it be to show up to the Yacht Club exclusive party and everybody is wearing herringbone chains with the orgonite donut on the chain? I mean, come on, donut. You have to do this for your official Yacht Club Diddy party, no Diddy party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like but they're so cool. I guess we'll leave it up to Isaac. Isaac will after the show, but I think the Yacht Club member should get access to it.
That's it. No, it's been decided. The Yacht Club captain has decided.
So I wanted to ask real quick for our members, do we know the pack size of the donuts yet? Or is it just a single donut, or are we doing 6 packs?
Everyone that gets one is just going to get a single donut, and we may or may not let people select like their preferred color, but it won't be guaranteed that they'll get a blue or a pink or a purple or whatever. But we'll list the colors that are available, and then we'll try and get a good read on exactly who wants what color and all that. So like they'll even be able to get to kind of customize them themselves a little bit.
Now, is it true or untrue, Isaac, that the pink donuts actually have the substance that shall not be named on YouTube in them?
No.
I don't know what that substance that shall not be named is,
Well,
but
you need to watch more donut live streams. But I will say,
we did a show yesterday how pink and green goes into the adrenaline.
whoa,
type-
whoa, 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 this
Whoa, whoa,
shall
whoa.
not be named. I'm streaming on my YouTube channel
My
too, here,
bad.
Donut. So all my asses are on hold right now. But I just wanted to point out Isaac is a master craftsman. This is another example of his work. He collaborated with my friend over at the Hit Kit, and this is a Hit Kit.
Nice.
Also created this sick. This is what I put my coffee on.
That's sick.
This is my coffee Orgone charger. Other things go on here too, but yeah, he makes awesome work. So if you're lucky enough to get one of these orgonite donuts, that's gonna stick with you for life. This isn't some cheap run-of-the-mill Chinese orgonite that's gonna, break into 30 pieces in 2 months. This is some high quality stuff.
yeah, these pieces will probably outlive you. I think most of my pieces will outlive me myself. And the really nice part about the donuts is that they're pocket size. So I recommend, like, I personally, this is my side job, and my main job, I'm working in a hospital all day with electrical work. And so I need to make sure that I don't have myself surrounded constantly by 5G and by a bunch of non-native EMFs that are really not good for the human body. So you can pop these in your pocket, you can put it on a necklace, you can put it on the back of your phone if you figure out a way to do that. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with it. I even pop one of these next to my water, and over about a 10-minute period, you can see a noticeable change from the water being from harder to feel softer going down. I actually did a random controlled trial with some family a couple weeks ago where I charged a bunch of water with some orgonite, and then I left other water just by itself. And after about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I had them all taste it, and there was a noticeable effect. Every single person could tell there was a difference with the orgonite water. And so there's something happening on an electrical level where the frequency is changing and you are having a positive energetic output from these pieces. So you can even gift these. You can give them to your dog, give them to your family if you want to for Christmas. There's a bunch of different things you can do with it. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited because I got this one that I bought like in 2012. And whenever I like freak out, I'll put it on and it relaxes me. So I don't know what that's about.
I just had a light bulb flash over my head. Okay.
What do you mean? Was it a drone?
Well, you're reading my mind, because I think we can connect this topic to the drone topic. Okay. One of the strange things about these drones, and people who aren't aware, there's been mystery drones flying over certain areas of the United States and the UK. There's also been several swarms of drones sighted over various US military bases over the past year. So this isn't just something that's been happening in the past 2 weeks, but in the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Bro, I'm gonna bring it up. There was drone. It looked just like this, flying above my apartment.
Let me stick with me here. So one of the things that people have noticed about these drones is that they're out all night. Okay. And anyone who has piloted a drone before knows that you have a limited battery life. Now, maybe I don't know, maybe there's some very tiny batteries that can last you, multiple days. But my thought with this is, what if there is some sort of electromagnetic energy radiating in the atmosphere that these drones are somehow tapping into, almost like Tesla tech, where, they don't need, single, batteries on each drone. These drones can almost like pick up on energy coming from a tower, right? This is just speculation, but I'm trying to connect one dot from another. The other thing about these drones that's strange is that they seem to change shapes. Like, multiple people have noticed, A, the odd lighting, but then B, several different shapes. And then also there is magnetic or electromagnetic effect that these drones have in some way, because people who have had these drones fly over their cars have noticed that their odometer and what would you call it, your car's dashboard clock had all sorts of anomalies, like jumping ahead an hour. So weird stuff is happening.
Oh,
with
weird.
Yeah.
I heard that that's been happening with like grandfather clocks too. I don't know if you heard about that at all.
No, why would a grandfather clock theoretically have more sensitivity than a normal clock? Is it?
I just heard it on the Secret Society, a Good Guys podcast last night, and this is my apartment right here, and I filmed this drone, but it's probably just a normal drone. But I filmed it last night.
And it was flying over your house for how long?
It was up there for like an hour or two.
Because that's the thing that, and I have a friend in New Jersey in the exact town where most of these reports are coming from. So I gave him a call, and not only has he reported seeing these things over his home and his business, they were over his home for the entire night. It wasn't just like, oh, what's that outside, and then it's gone. He was able to sit out on his porch and watch these things flying around in the sky nearly till he had to go to bed at like 4 a.m. He stayed up as late as he possibly could to watch these things. And the other thing that he mentioned was that he's noticed less police cars on the road and more unmarked SUVs, black SUVs. And he even, again, I don't want to give this guy's identity away, but he even mentioned that a police officer friend of his seemed upset about the whole thing and had a conversation with the guy, and he said something to the effect of, the FBI came in and it's out of our hands now. So
was his
really
name Agent Mulder by any chance?
Who knows what his name was? This is all allegedly. We're not giving out any names, but I think there is the possibility that these drones could be more than just sort of a consequence of this international conflict going on. I think these might be
This sort of looks like what I was recording. Sorry for interrupting.
It does. No, it does. When you showed me the video, I did kind of think that. But I've seen close-ups of these drones, and they are really big. So I don't know how big that drone is that you're filming, if you could tell how big it was. But like, people are saying these drones are the size of SUVs, like not just cars, but large.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was that big.
So, and then the other strange thing about this whole event is it seems to center around the Picatinny Arsenal in New Jersey. And what's strange about the Picatinny Arsenal is this is a place where they've worked on chemical weapons, biological weapons, and nuclear weapons. And we all know in the UFO community of research that UFOs are often seen around nuclear weapons sites, and even so far as to deactivate and mess with nuclear weapons. I mean, there's a very famous video of what looks like a UFO flying up to a nuclear warhead and disarming it. That could be fake, whatever, but there is a pattern of drones, UFOs, UAPs in this year flying over, military bases, and then again UFOs flying over nuclear installments. This is not just a pattern that's happened within this year. It's something that's been going on for a long time. So, and then the other strange thing about the Picatinny, not only is it in proximity to the golf course where Trump had the second assassination attempt, Trump owns other property in the area, so it could be connected to his national security in some way.
Well, also Picatinny, compared to all the other weapon sites, Picatinny is the most fun to say out of all of them.
Great. Well, maybe that's why the aliens in 1970 something chose to crash and be recovered by the Picatinny Arsenal. So there's been a rumor for a couple of decades now that the Picatinny Arsenal recovered a UFO sometime in the 20th century, and And yeah, that's been a rumor pervading the area for a long time. So this area has a history of strange things, and as you're showing here now, yeah, there's also been the same phenomena occurring over there in England at some of their bases. So it's strange stuff. People, the obvious is to think that it's Russia, China, Iran, because of the whole it being over the United States and the UK. But again, this phenomena, this strange UAP phenomena that people have been noticing over the past 5 to 10 years, the UFO phenomena as it was known before that, it's much stranger than what we can explain with physical explanations. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about it, though.
Yeah, that's wild. That's the drone thing is kind of connected to so many different things, like you were pointing out, the alien lore, the aliens, World War III, even the balloons that were taking place at the Super Bowl last year. It's like the balloons switched to drones. And what we see with the military, it's not really your muscles and your might anymore. It's more of your capability to manage a drone. That's who will be hired with the new this has been said on Joe Rogan with Elon, who they both promoting this narrative of the aliens and also the narrative of get good at video games, because if you got these AI kill drones, you're going to really dominate that's the future. So when you were like, there's no more police squad cars, there's an article that just came out that New York will be using these drones. New York drones.
Well, even when I was in the military, in the Air Force in the early 2000s, they had sections dedicated to just drone pilots. It was nowhere near the same level that they would be at now, 20 years later, but that was not like a novel spot. Like that they had already had that position for something you could specialize in.
Right. Yeah. And maybe this has something to do. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, yeah, no, they've been a reality for a while. It's just now that they've been rolled out in the commercial.
It's breaking up a little bit, Mark.
Oh, go ahead. Let you take it all away.
No, yeah, the audio is crack-a-lacking. It's crack. We got it's breaking up a little bit.
Oh. No, I just think that we're going to see more and more of this now that they've crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds like very futuristic, but we are we're I can't even get words out of my mouth.
Crack-a-lacking.
Coming up on 1,000 people tuning in, over 970. We're streaming on so many different platforms. On the Saturday Night Live, smash that like button, share this video out. I think it's super important while everybody is out at the club getting wasted. I mean, they're getting so wasted right now. They're gonna come home and learn about how to become whole. I mean, not just whole, but you're gonna become donut whole,
You know what I'm saying?
Like the secrets. I want to give some shout outs to people who have supported Illuminati comic. If you want to become donut hole, go upgrade your Illuminati comic now to the Illuminati Yacht Club and access these this dope jewelry right here. One of a kind donut. Wear it at the Yacht Club. Oh, whoa.
Okay, now at least now there's intent behind it. I can't even tell what it says, but it sounds better somehow.
Yeah, it sounds tight.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything. I'm just here to talk about drones.
And then we
all right, it should be fixed now.
Oh wow. Oh, now it's coming in clear as anything. Let's give
that was like 11.1 surround sound.
We only got 3 days left to go. Oh my goodness. And we got a monkey watch too. We got a bunch of stuff we gotta get to.
Well, we have so many names to go through. Let's do them in little chunks here. So
Okay.
maybe we break it up a little bit because there's a lot of people that blew up between last night and today, which is exactly what we need to kind of break through this 40K, especially if we can do it in the next 15 minutes probably. Look, less than $100 to raise. So shout out to Becky. I'm gonna butcher this last name. I've tried so many times in my head. Becky Sadathite. I'm gonna say it that way. Thank you, Becky.
Becky, thank you, Becky. Now we get to give the kitty cat some drugs. So give me a second to feed him some of them drugs. Thank you so much, Becky.
My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs.
Chan's on drugs. You know who else is feeding Chan drugs right now?
Oh,
Vinny is just fed cat some drugs.
Thank you, Vinny.
So did Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
So did Andrea Whittle.
Who?
Andre Whittle.
Thank you, Andre.
We'll do 3 more and we'll do some more later. James Sanchez. Thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
Michael Chavez got the trading card combo. He did an upgrade.
Thank you, Michael.
Gilbert Campos. He got that trading card combo too.
Shout out to Gilbert Campos and thank you for giving my cat his medicine.
And then we got 2 signups to the Illuminati Street Team.
Oh, okay.
And the Illuminati Street Team, I had a whole bunch of requests for this week. That people that had already gotten the Illuminati Street Team, or sorry, they got the Illuminati Yacht Club, but they also wanted to get the extra packs that the Street Team comes with. So now when you go to check out in the add-ons, you can actually add just the Street Team stack, which is 35. Yeah, it's a 30 of the comics. It's 15 stickers, and in all reality, we're gonna pack it with a lot more than just 30 comics because we're gonna get a whole bunch more made since this was really, really successful. So if you want to get a stack of these comics to pass out or to resell or to do anything that you want to do with them, you can do that when you check out now. And if you've already signed up, you can just go to illuminaticomic.com. There's a button that says manage my pledge, and then right there, anytime before December 11th, you can do any change you want. You can upgrade, you can add things, and then on December 11th, the site will finally charge your card and everything will be locked in. And after that, no one else can get any of these extra reward stacks. So if you want any of that stuff, you got to grab that in the next 3 days.
And let's try to get this over to 40K for tonight's stretch goal. It looks like we just need one more sign up to Illuminati Yacht Club to pass that stretch goal. Yeah. Thank you. I want to play a little bit of that song because I couldn't get the full thing of the cat getting fed. 1 second. Let me finish it.
Paws moving slow, vision thick with the buzz. 1 pill, 2 pills, now he's up above. My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs.
Woo!
Chan in the zone, sitting like a king. Prescription glow.
Mark coming in clutch with the meow.
No, it's so cool. Isaac, what's going on with you? How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. I'm excited. We got a lot of backers. It's really cool to see what you and your team's able to do.
Yeah. I got a bunch of slides up on some of this Orgone stuff.
This is all still new to me. Like I'm still learning about Orgone and Wilhelm Reich and everything.
Like, yeah, because I got all of it. I got the pyramid Orgone. I got the heart. Now, do you put? Hold up. I got the slides already. Where is it? Just to add on to. Oh, here it is. What's important is you got to put the Suge Knight up into Oregon.
Oh, for sure.
Do you put Suge Knight up in there? Because I
Yes.
always got Suge Knight up in my
So
stuff.
this right here is a prime piece of Suge Knight, and
Yeah.
I crush it up into a powder for most of my pieces. So if you were to go on my website, I have like an EMF protection pack which has Suge Knight, and which lay terms we call it shungite. And then I have tourmaline. Black tourmaline is a really powerful grounding stone, so I place that in there along with some hematite. And hematite is I don't like to get too metaphysical sometimes if people don't like it, but it resonates with this with the root chakra, and it actually has a really nice metallic glow to it. You can kind of see it there. And so all three of these are good for EMF protection, and that's a really important aspect of orgonite. However, it's not the only aspect. You crush
It's
these
very
up.
light too.
Yeah, especially for the size and the density, it is a really light stone, but it's really powerful. You can place even just normal pieces of Sugnite up next to your like your Wi-Fi router and stuff like that, and it'll do a really good job grounding the energy field and not being as chaotic in a sense.
So we got that Suge Knight up in it. So make sure to go grab it. Some of the stuff that I got pulled up, and feel free to interrupt.
Okay.
Just on the topic of William Reich and EMF. And all this
It's Wilhelm Reich, donut. You're killing me.
Wilhelm Reach. Really, I'm gonna say it wrong. I can't say words right. Like I went to the special class.
I just wonder how you look at the name Wilhelm and think, oh yeah, that's William. Like, haven't you seen the name William before?
Not
Well,
everybody does words good.
I like
an
the person.
anagram. It's an anagram for William. It's
German for William. All right, yeah.
I always like to pop a V at the beginning of it, like a Wilhelm Reich. I feel like that's how they would have pronounced it, but I don't know.
See, we're already Americanizing it in the wrong way. So yeah.
So this is James DeMayo, who you know a lot about. I guess he just passed away. I didn't know that. I'll cut to this camera real quick. I got flip it. I got that his book right here, which goes into that research this dude. So there's a lot of people who wrote about this. Very smart people. I mean, it was so wicked smart that they put the guy in jail and killed him. And yeah, they don't want you to know about this. And this is just some of that Illuminati. You're gonna run into this if you like a truther. You're gonna eventually run into this. Whether it's Robert Anton Wilson's play he wrote, or if you're just studying the secrets. But my favorite is Alexander Lowen. I think I've studied him much more than Wilhelm Reich. So I know his stuff pretty well. But here is the defense of Wilhelm Reich. This is the author. Wilhelm Reich's this guy right here.
Well, and you know why Anton Wilson wrote that book, right? I'm pretty sure it's because he was commenting on the sexual aspect of Wilhelm Reich's research, and that was what made people consider him very controversial because of his work. You know, orgonite and orgasm are essentially like that word orgonite. You know, the org is from the word orgasm.
Yeah, and the word the root of org is organic, so it's life, just everything that's living. So orgasm is the energy of life. You're literally bringing in life force energy into somebody else. And then you have the organism, which is the manifestation of that orgasm, that creation. And so Orgone is trying to say there is an underlying energy or substance that is creating all of this organic stuff. So all of the energy of the orgasm is same accompanied to the energies of what constructs the human body. And so we're breaking down the occult science of how to understand it. And there are so many different aspects of the occulted sciences that have just been blatantly hidden from us. And they've been kind of snuck into certain things. That's one of the reasons why I personally love the Bible so much, because there's so much advanced knowledge you can pull from all of these ancient texts that are showing you, hey, these emotions, these feelings that we're having are really the only thing that really exists. Like the energies of love, the energies of hate, like that's what you're going to take on with you into the next life or whatever. But it's not going to be any of this stuff that's happening around us. You need to learn how to change your internal state within you. And that's what Wilhelm Reich was talking a lot about, sexual energy and healing in that terms. How he was brought up, he was brought up in a very traumatic experience. He had a tutor, and he was living in a pretty well-off house. His dad was not the nicest man in the world, and his tutor was teaching him a bunch of stuff. And one day when he was like 8 years old, he walked in on his mom and his tutor having an affair, and he ended up confronting the dad about it and told the dad, who then confronted the mother and made her in such a state of misery that she ended up killing herself. And so she ended up killing herself, and then the father had so much grief that he killed himself too. So Wilhelm Reich was indirectly responsible on a sexual level for the death of both of his parents. And this sent him on a lifelong quest to understand, why is there such a large disease of sexual, essentially it's like a sexual glitch that we experience, where we're not able to understand how to properly do these things and understand people's emotions in it. And so he was trying to understand, hey, all this information that is happening inside of the body on the emotional level, this needs to start coming out. We need to start fixing it and repairing it. And so he invented a thing called orgonomy, where he was physically putting his hands and manipulating certain people. He said that all the orgone energy information was stored inside of the fascia of the body. So it's in between the muscle and the skin. It's where the connective tissue is. And so he would manipulate this fascia, and they would have incredible emotional like outbursts. And he said he would feel physical energetic releases inside of the people while he was working with them. And he was realizing how deep this information was embedded into the body itself and how it would negatively affect it. So he developed this system called armor. And this armor was what he called the emotional guards that we would put up in ourselves that would eventually lead to the manifestation of physical diseases and ailments, because we weren't living our life in the fullest potential. I always associate Reich's work to Eileen Day McCusick's emotional body, electric health hypothesis in her energetic biofield tuning, because it's talking about how there's an underlying emotional thing that's going on here that everybody is saying it's all just physical. You can just do yoga, or you can do this or that. These things are very important, but they are triggering your body to have these emotional outbursts and understandings because we are starting to physically manipulate the body. Everything, it's all body, soul, mind, all connected in ways that we don't understand it. And when we start to tap into that potential, that's what they really don't want you to know.
Right. And that's why they're called massage therapists, because it is a therapy. So these emotions get stored in trauma into the body. And please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm very glad you're here, because this is a topic I really want to know about. So this is so dope. And that you're making the donut orgonite as well, as like even doper, because this is such an interesting topic. And the orgasm doesn't function unless you are full of life. Like that's the only way. And I believe he used the word climax a lot more so. And just this is like the number one driver of all biological life. And there is this necrophilic type mentality, especially with the antinatalist out there. And there's a huge movement of pronatalism as well, which we're going to hear more about. But just the fact of me coming up on here and being like, yo, what up, is Donut? That's going to upset people because it is emoting. That's why people get mad or scared of Alex J, O-N-E Jones, because he emotes emotion. And we live in a bioenergetic field of suppressed emotions through the different somas, which is interesting that Brave New World called it somas. And this is somatic intelligence of the body and how important it is. I saw somebody in the comment talking about water, like emotion and water, like it gets stored in our body. So going on long walks really is helpful for like emotional processing, music, and how uptight the culture usually is. It's either swinging super far left, super far right, and then you get these movements like Wilhelm Reich wasn't here for the hippie movement, and a lot of this gets hijacked by the power elites, and they bring out other people to discredit a lot of his information as well, to make it look like some crazy stuff.
So
yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you
please.
touched on a few really cool things. So Wilhelm Reich, one of the things that was an issue with the government and him is that he worked directly with the governments in both Germany and in the United States over and over and over again. And what they did is they would take all of his research, essentially modeled MK Ultra off of it. They take the research that's meant for good and they invert it and turn it evil. And that is the only thing. Also, I'm not going to bring everything back to biblical ideas, but when there's nothing new under the sun, and the evil cannot create, it can only destroy and pervert and corrupt.
Oh, well, the U.S. government wouldn't have done that. The German government.
No, the U.S. government would never do that. No, we live in a perfect world where our government love us and take care of us and will always give us information.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, right on point with that. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to alarm you, Donut, but we hit the 40.
Oh, are you serious?
Someone signed up for the Illuminati Yacht Club right as you were talking about it.
Nice. Let's watch it move up, because sometimes we can see it move up like live on Fly. Look at that! Oh my goodness, we got to give him a shout out. I got to give my cat his drugs. Gotta give him that MK drugs.
This was BB Hazel Reber. She's the one that signed up for the Illuminati yacht. Or sorry, Rena signed up for the Illuminati Yacht Club. Thank you, Rena. And then BB Hazel Reber came on right after her and also made a huge donation. So thank you for both of that. And also, I got to throw out that Gene Giles did an upgrade. That's what helped us get over this. And then the one that was number 600 was Andrea Prinz.
Wow. Andrea, thank you so much. Oh my god.
We got like another 20 names that we'll read out as we go.
Let me just feed this cat just a little bit.
God, I'm feeling the sting, moving like smoke, drifting through the rings, eyes like glass, seeing all the strange things, tail twitch quick, mind in a maze.
Wow.
Or maybe here, let me give him some more.
I have a song in honor of Wilhelm Reich that I would love to debut for you guys.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, if you upgrade to the Illuminati Yacht Club, you will access these dope pendant jewelry of the donut orgonite. So make sure to go upgrade to the Illuminati Yacht Club today. Let's hear it.
Yo, my name is William Reich.
Yo, my name is William Reich. Mark.
Took two left and I took a right.
No.
Oh, maybe I have to share my screen. I don't know. I played it.
Can you just like musically interpret it for us?
In a lab. So no, I gotta let
I already liked it. Just those few bars that you just spit off. I already like it.
No, that's not me. I'm just parroting one.
Okay, we could play some more Christmas song. How about this? How about let's go to intermission commercial break for when Mystic Mark gets back. Everybody click that link below. Go upgrade today. Get your Illuminati comic and get your upgrade, get the comic, get all that stuff. Click the link below. We go to the intermission and we come back with Mark, and we're gonna give y'all shout outs, and we're gonna get into some more Illuminati news and Monkey Watch. We're getting a Monkey Watch.
That's right. Yeah, less than 10 minutes. The intermission will be less than 10 minutes.
Here we go.
The back of the ag. Back in the back in the back of the ag. Back in the back in the back of the ag. Back in the back in the back. Back in the back in the back. Back in the back. In the back in the back in the back. In the back. Ag. Back in the back in the back. Back in the back. Back in the ag. Back in the back in the back in the back in the back. Back in the back. In the back. The ag. Back in the back in the back of the ag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no trap you can escape from. Dark days. Lost a gun, clank, clap in the trap, stay strapped. Ain't no running, boy, what you call that's a fact. Lost a gun, clank, clap in the trap, stay strapped. Ain't no running, boy, what you call that's a fact. Creeping out the water claws, grip, I'm a monster. Red shell,
Yo,
cold
yo,
steel,
yo,
ready
yo,
to
yo,
conquer.
it's go.
Looking in the deep with a
Not we back at it once again. Thank you, everybody. Everybody who is supporting the IlluminatiComic.com. That was the intermission. We're gonna get into the Illuminati news. We are joined by Mystic Mark. My family thinks I'm crazy. Isaac, oh my goodness, we going over the Orgone energy. This is a topic that I've wanted to know about for so long. And Paranoid American. Paranoid American is bringing you all this great music. Hello, Sherry. I see you up in there. Slideways, Zacha. I see you up in there. How did y'all like that Packing a Mac in the back of the act song? I thought that was super sick.
Back in the back in the back of the ag.
I don't know if y'all know about Packing a Mac in the back of the act. Do y'all know about Packing a Mac in the back of the act? Oh, where's Mystic Mark? Oh, there you are.
Bro. I was trying to tell you this song was sick, and everyone in my live chat loved it. Shout out to Northside Gorilla. Shout out to Pete. Shout out to Meta. Shout out to Slideways at ya. Shout out to Slout out to Quack Addict. Shout out
to y'all. Yeah.
Packing the crack in the back of the Mac.
Back in the back of the act.
All right, let me share my
with the pack of the crack.
We have a beautiful song in honor of
In the town in the back of my ass.
Wilhelm Reich. Let me play it.
You want me to play your screen?
Share my mother screen, donut.
We're
Thank
sharing
you.
your screen. There we go.
Okay, nobody disregard this. This is my cyber animas that Thomas lent me.
Cyber.
Oh wait, no, that's not. That's the right one. Hold on.
It's breaking up.
I don't know if Mark's computer can handle this.
In a light so gray, dust cover the air. Wilhelm chase the clouds with fire and stare. Boxes full of secrets, stored in like love, finding love inside didn't seem quite fair.
There you go. If you want the full track, Isaac will. Did my computer completely shit the bed, or did you hear that?
A little bit, just a little bit. It like sharded the bed a little bit.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out. Also, we got some Illuminati art. I don't want to forget a professional tattoo artist. Tatting the tat on the tat of the tat right here. Look at this Illuminati art. Thank you so much. Looking incredible. Got the pyramidion on top of the pyramid. So that's more of a that's a donut.
And that was done by Cameron Keene. And yeah, his Instagram is favorite Uncle Cam, and you can see he's got a whole bunch of dope like American traditional. Oh, look at that Baphomet Mickey Mouse. Look at that.
Where?
Right there on the left.
Oh, there it is.
Baphomet line work, and on the right, the Beetlejuice one. I love everything on here. This is so dope.
I like these old.
We're honored that you like drew a custom little tat for us, and I think Donut said he's going to get this tattooed on his back now, right?
On my butt.
He's going to get a tramp stamp.
Touting this tat on the back of the axe.
Touting this tat on the back of the axe.
Touting this tat on the back of my ass. Tat of the tat. There's an episode of The Office where they're doing actually a fundraiser where Andrew Bernard will get a tattoo on his butt if they hit. You seen that, Isaac?
Yeah, I have. It was a while ago. But I remember it for sure.
And so I'm watching The Office, and this is the first episode, which is a total imitation of The Office original one by that famous guy, where they imitate the entire episode. It's like the same episode. And I've been decoding The Office for years and years and years. I'm going to make a huge presentation on it. And this is something I caught. In the first episode, you got Michael Gary Scott throwing up one of these secret society hand symbols that you see Christopher Columbus do and a lot of elite people do on the world stage today. I thought that was interesting. Is this just a coincidence? People say that's just a hand gesture, or is it symbolic? I thought that was kind of a cool catch that I found. For Illuminati news. And more Illuminati news. Tomorrow will be the anniversary of Leave the World Behind, which goes into electronic frequencies. That's what the whole movie is about, produced by the Obamas. How they're shooting out these electronic frequencies at people through the social engineering of the fifth generation warfare, where people's teeth are falling out and all this crazy stuff. So make sure to get that donut protector. And you also got a website as well. You got YouTube, Isaac?
Kind of. It's got a podcast I try to do called Conversations on it. It's so. But most of my stuff you can find if you look through just Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts. I've been a guest on a bunch of different places. But I wanted to also talk about with the one of my products that I've been working on for the entirety of my business is a pyramid that is powered by a frequency generator with a toroidal donut coil in the center of it, and it is creating a electrified aura around the whole entire device, stretching a long ways. And it is essentially the opposite of the negative frequency warfare that they've been trying to pull on us with all of the fifth generation, the blue light, the artificial native EMFs. And we can utilize this technology in positive ways to try to help mitigate and even turn what they have meant for bad back into good by utilizing these energies that are much higher frequency, much higher vibrational energies. And so this has been a quite the journey of realizing there's multiple different types of these technologies. So I utilized Reich frequency technology. So these are specific frequency outputs you can put at sacred tones. So I would recommend like 111 hertz and 528 hertz. 432 hertz is a very positive tone. Just these frequencies alone are able to totally heal the body and work on much more subtle levels.
Nice. Nice.
I have to ask this question. Has anyone ever weaponized Orgone? Like, instead of just cloud busting, could you make like an even bigger one? Like, I don't know, like damage someone's car?
Yeah, not in the effects where it would damage somebody's car, but I like kind of like with great power comes great responsibility. You have to create these devices correctly, or it could do significant amount of harm on the energetic level. So even if you were to look on Amazon, find orgonite, and buy a $20 piece that doesn't have any real metal in it, mostly fake stones, it's gonna probably do more harm than good because you're utilizing these energetic ideas, these advanced technologies, and then you're just twisting it and turning it into something that's able to be profited on for as much as possible. And it's not, it doesn't have the intentions behind it. It doesn't have the actual materials in it, and those can be quite harmful, actually.
Wow. That's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I got all these different things pulled up of not really organized, but um this guy right here wrote a lot about the orgonite as well. And I learned this on the Unslaved podcast. They covered this. This is how I learned about all of it. But Charles Konia, he is part of the Academy of Oregon. I got it right here, American College of Orgonomy. And he wrote a whole book on preventing America's decline into socialism, neither left or right. So there seems to be a socialist apparatus with the crowd mind, and I'm sure after reading that, I'll know a lot more about these wicked Smaht cities that are being developed by people like Elon and the whole apparatus happening right now with the insurance company. Right when this happened, I was pointing out the symbolism of the three steps right here. Symbolically, the three is going to be very important for this year, as we saw the Jake Paul fight with the Celsius logo, the third degree. And I said, this is a father time third degree ritual, which just was something, a title I made up. It was a clickbait title, but it really put everything into where my head's at with this third degree ritual for the mass initiation. And then this event that happened is so symbolic. Not only the three steps, nobody else has pointed this out. This is the only channel that has pointed out the symbolic message of the three steps here and the three, and just continuing on that, how the shooter shot 3 bullets, just like there's a connection to the JFK and the 3 bullets. Even the military, I guess there's symbology to 3 bullets in the military. There's been old movies called The 3 Bullets. And even that's how they figured out a lot of the symbolism in right here of Jack the Ripper, right? Another killer that was in the mainstream, because you can see the 3 steps here. So the two, here's a step, here's a step, here's a step, and then they just blame it on different groups, which is not true. It's this very upper high echelon elite class that's connected to Elon, Amazon, Warren Buffett, Orgone, Orgonite. No,
Yahtzee.
yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Am I just going and totally schizophrenic right now?
No, I think this is all very interesting, fascinating stuff. This is, you know,
Thank
black
you.
synchro mysticism. This is how these things unfold.
This is
Oh,
wild
yes.
and crazy stuff.
This is wild. This is wild, crazy stuff. And we also got some Monkey Watch. Can we go into Monkey Watch right now, guys?
Yeah, do you have the link that I sent you?
I sure do. I don't know. Let me look. I do. Yeah. Okay. We're going into Monkey Watch, everybody. Smash that like button. Monkey Watch.
All right, not to I'm not one of these people that make prophecies or anything, but I do remember saying there was a very specific point in time when I believe her name is Macy Grace. I think I have that right. And she is a politician from South Carolina, where these Alpha Genesis monkey facilities are located, including Monkey Island, which I didn't even know about. So they got 2 facilities plus Monkey Island.
By the way,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I just wanted to say
at the exact same time that these the monkeys were in the news, the lady in charge of actually holding Alpha Genesis to account was involved in some sort of like a controversial scandal about who's allowed to use bathrooms in South Carolina, and that is what took over all the news. And I remember right when that happened, I said I had a bad feeling that we're not going to get updates on these last 4 monkeys, because now everyone cares more about who can use the bathrooms than where these 4 monkeys are at. So there was an article that came out just 2 or 3 days ago, and they basically have stated that, yeah, Alpha Genesis has officially stopped responding to comments. They're no longer providing any more updates. So if you have been following the Monkey Watch segment, or if you just look and see all the different Alpha Genesis news stories that have come out over the last week or two, they have got a horrible track record of animal rights issues, of all sorts of monkeys that, burning because a furnace was leaking, of just absolute neglect, and that there's a good chance that the monkeys escaping was actually some sort of like an activist, somebody that was sick of how the facility was being run, and they intentionally left multiple gates. I think it was up to 5 different gates that had to be left open. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get an update on these last 4 monkeys. And unfortunately, the track record of this company is that when they can't get a monkey easily in the first few days or weeks, they start taking really crazy measures, like hitting them with these crazy oversized darts that end up smashing their femurs, and they have to get like appendages amputated and stuff. So that's your tax dollars at work, because again, remember, this facility I think got something over $100 million in funding over the previous decade.
It's Illuminati. You got right here. By the evening of the 3/22 date, the day the Illuminati founder died on November 18th, leaving 43 days left until the end of the year. 43 monkeys.
I just want to point out, Donut, can you type in Monkey Island and find a map really quick? Because when I heard Monkey Island, I thought, oh yeah, it's just
it's also called Morgan Island, but Morgan Island is known as Monkey Island because it literally houses, I think, something around 3,000 or 4,000 monkeys.
This island, and you're like, this isn't even an island. Like, I was picturing like an ocean, but this is like literally right off the coast of the land. Like, Donut, look at the map, not just the Google map photos. Look at the map like the map itself of where the island is. All right, well, that's the entire state. But yeah, if you could find the map that shows the island again that you had up just a moment ago, because
Oh,
I
gotcha.
looked at it and I'm like, if the whole point is to like sanction these monkeys off on an island that they can't escape from, they're doing a real bad job because the island's like on the other side of a river. Like these monkeys.
Well, I don't think they can actually escape this island. That actually is more secure than the facility that they've got in Yamasi County.
That's not it, Donut. Go to the left. Go to the west.
I
Go
don't
to
know.
the west or the left. The left. No, go to the left. Go zoom out. Zoom out a little.
Otter Beach.
Now go to the left a little bit. Okay, you see that chicken nugget island in the middle of all those rivers?
Yeah, right above St. Helena Island. Yeah,
That's
right there.
the monkey island right there.
That's the island.
Yeah, so it's
That's
like,
isolated enough. There's no monkeys that are crossing that.
you don't think a monkeys that are motivated enough could cross that?
Motivated enough, yeah, but they give these monkeys UBI and all sorts of soma, so they're good.
What is
I
this
thought
connected
that
to
this-
Captain Morgan?
I thought this was a wild population of monkeys on the island. You're telling me they're just in like basically like like kennels on this island?
No. So they kind of roam free on this island, but they're sort of trapped there because
Zoo.
it's not landlocked, right? It's surrounded by kind of a natural moat for them.
Give me a
But the
break.
island is owned by Alpha Genesis. Like they own that island, and those monkeys are considered part of the Alpha Genesis monkey supply.
Give me a break, dude. Those monkeys are swimming to freedom all the time. Guarantee there's a whole monkey pipeline, and they've made their way through the Appalachian Trail. They're like, who knows how far these monkeys have gone. Have you seen monkeys? They swim. They're not afraid of water. They swim in the wild. Certain species do. Maybe this species is afraid.
Right.
of
Well, I think a lot of these are rhesus monkeys. I actually don't know if there's a single population of a certain type of monkey on Monkey Island. I assume there's some variety, but I'm not sure.
I read they have rhesus, capuchin, and one other lesser known species, but those are the two monkeys you see. The one we're looking at right now is a rhesus monkey, and the ones you saw in like the Hangover movie, that's a capuchin monkey. So, but yeah. Anyways, did Donut leave? Is that why we're staring at the monkey watch? This monkey is brutal. He needs to see a monkey dentist. Look at that left canine. He's really going to town on nuts or something. Pause.
There,
No,
I have control.
take control back from Donut. Chan
He's
is
back. He's back.
Chan is toxoplasmosising Donut into
I had to go spank my monkey.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. We were waiting for that one to be unrolled out at some point.
Also, the Reese monkey that you're talking about goes into the somatic intelligence, though, of this bioenergetic field. So this is why everyone had to be 6 feet apart from everyone, was because the hugging and that the Reese monkey experiment. When you're born, you can give them a bunch of food. You can give them all the stuff they want. All of the internet websites for these Reese monkeys to go to. But if they don't have the physical touch, they will wither and they'll die. Same thing with us as well. When we're born, they throw the baby right up on. So the physical touch is important. It's the same thing as food. And then we get older and we've been shamed about this through, you stayed the distance from everybody. That not knowing like though that is an energy, like the orgone type energy, the somatic intelligence that we need. So people get the massages, they start crying because all these different feelings are stored into this the muscle. So things are super deep and we're not supposed to know about this stuff. I mean, the damn Nazis in the US government burnt this guy's books. We weren't supposed to know about this. I even heard that Albert Einstein like stole verified all of his information as well, said it's all true and stole it or some shit.
Yeah,
Like that.
Einstein actually wrote letters back and forth with Reich, and he agreed with him, but he wouldn't go those places, and he refused to step foot in those territories. One thing I wanted to say that was really interesting about the 6 foot away from people during COVID is when you look at the science of the biofield itself in the human energetic field, 6 feet is the limit of the distance. Like that is usually if you have a healthy biofield. Sometimes it can be a little larger or whatever, but 6 feet average person, that's going to be what it is. So you are not allowing yourself to step into the electric field of other people, and you're basically withering away. They also said you shouldn't go outside, stay in your house, stay locked onto screens, don't get the energy from the sun. And so they are taking every single way. You get your energy from other people, you get your energy from the sun, you get your energy from positive foods, and you get your energy from interactions with people. And so they're taking away your sovereignty, they're taking away your connection with the outside world, which is just going to lead you into dark places in your mind for the most part.
Right. And that's why this research is important. And that's why I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, Isaac, for being part of this, creating like it's something that I want, like selfishly. It's like I want one of them donut 5G because I got this one right here. But like
that's the whole point though, right? Like everything that we've been working on are things that we want that didn't exist, right? So it's not like trying to figure out a gap in the market and put, it's like the things that me and you wanted to exist that didn't already exist. So this is the opportunity to like manifest these.
And I was placed in the most synchronistic way of doing this. So my parents, I grew up in a small business. Number one, the knowledge of a small business is really important for this. But number two, they were building tables and furniture using epoxy for the most part. They made giant like live edge conference tables with like 90-gallon epoxy rivers on the inside of it. So I had an in-depth knowledge of epoxy. I knew how to build things. And then I was super interested in all of this knowledge. I started from a spiritual standpoint, like biblical, then I went to conspiracy, and then I went like super ultra mega metaphysical. So combining all of these things along with the knowledge, I'm like, I have all of this stuff in my backyard to make anything. Like, Donut, just put your order and let me know, and I'll send it to you on the house. Like, I will build you anything you want, and I can build anybody anything they want. So I want to create these things and put the love into it and give you the ability as well. So one thing that I want to do eventually is that I myself make all of these pieces by hand. I don't have time to make enough pieces for the whole world. And I would love to create a simple outline. I would create a course. It's in the plans, like a YouTube video on these are the materials that you need to make these. These are the information and knowledge, the ratios to how to make this orgonite as powerful and safe as you can, and give people like a $400 package on how to, like, everything that you need. You can buy the package for it and start making pieces for everybody around you. Because the biggest thing is to start getting this positive energy into as many homes as possible. Even if the people don't know what it is, the energy is going to affect them and it's going to help them.
That's so dope. I like your passion for it as well. And like the other thing is like this is the Orgone energy. It's the number one life force. So like it just talking about it freaks people out. They're like, you're not allowed to talk about orgasms and stuff like that. And it wasn't even like a perverted thing that they're talking about. They bring in like the Kinseys and whatnot to pervert this research when it had nothing to do with that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this connects back to our other topic, because wasn't it Jack Parsons who was doing sex magic while also working with rocket propulsion and sort of involved in what became nuclear weapons projects, and the Picatinny Arsenal, where these UFOs or UAPs are flying over, has these nuclear weapons. I mean, Jack Parsons, Wilhelm Reich, these are sort of novel scientists of their day who we don't really hear about because they were so controversial, and both of them seem to have sexual perturbations, which were more than private for sure. But that's that's all of our business now because they were so forward thinking. But in some ways, you have to wonder if Wilhelm Reich was sort of controversial because he was for a healthy expression of sexuality, whereas the cultural or even countercultural trend was this like debaucherous hedonism rather than maybe a healthy approach to sexuality. So yeah, and obviously Jack Parsons I think would be under the hedonism and debauchery segment of the population, but still nonetheless inspirational in terms of the military, where, as Isaac pointed out, whether love or hate, it's an emotion. And yeah, this is the rhesus monkey. A rhesus
I
monkey.
finally got it. I that's so funny.
The rhesus monkey is a real animal, but the rhesus monkey you can only get at I think what is this?
IlluminatiComic.com.
I was gonna say Cold Stone Creamery, but maybe maybe this is an
Yeah,
Illuminati.
if you back the yacht club, then Donut will hand deliver one of these frozen rhesus monkeys
I'll
directly
get
to your front door.
I'll get it tattooed on my butt. I'll be tatted
Well, I want to
back.
I want to point out too another connection, maybe a loose one though, between Parsons and Reich, and that's that Parsons, my understanding at least, very very simple understanding of Parsons, but that he used the sex magic, and then he would have these prophetic dreams or visions, and then from those dreams or visions would sort of surmise like how to translate that into rocket propulsion, because that was his bag, baby, right? But his dreams, Wilhelm Reich's son, Peter Reich, wrote a whole book about dream interpretation, I believe. So there's definitely this this sort of concept of using sex magic or orgone energy and then counting your dreams, and maybe like the transference between that energy and the information that comes to you in dreams is one of the ways that they like manifested real things in the world.
Well, I think it's also interesting that the rocket is literally it's a phallus. Like you think about it, it's the
Right.
male, like it's the
Get
energy.
your mind out of the gutter, sir.
No,
True. No, it's
but
so
seriously,
true.
like it's
is a
all
family.
symbolism. And I also think that it's interesting. You mentioned Mark earlier about the UFOs. Like one of the main reports with the abductions is like you're getting tested, like you're getting anal probes shoved up you and different things, and people are always talking about
Yeah.
sexual exchanges. And it's interesting that it's all kind of correlating in certain types of almost egregorical terms. I think egregores are a very important thing to understand in this too, because you're feeding energy into something that's going to have an effect, a ripple effect, a butterfly effect on the rest of the environment.
Right. And also like the orgasm itself, it's friction to an explosion of
Yeah.
energy, which is life, which creates human life. It's this friction of the
Where's the sound effect, Mark? I was expecting something here.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Boing.
But for real though, it goes into this. I didn't get to finish it, but I read a little bit of it. But it started off talking about it. Like I even did. Here, I'm gonna go look at my notes. Hopefully they're not perverted notes. I don't think they are, because I haven't read this in a while. But I remember it talking about the friction and then the explosion, which goes into like the whole nuclear stuff. So this is some of the stuff that I highlighted.
Oh,
Should I
we're on
read
the
some of
Chan
it or
Cam.
no?
Yeah, read it. We can see it on the Chan Cam.
Okay, this says the sun. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay right here?
Yeah, you're
Sure.
good.
The subject of sexuality virtually cuts through all scientific fields of research. In the central phenomenon, the sexual orgasm, we meet with questions deriving from the field of psychology as well as from that of physiology, from the field of biology no less than from that of sociology. This is just stuff that I have no idea what I'm reading. This is just stuff that I it looks like I highlighted a bunch of that stuff. I think I should have looked at it more to find a good one. Yeah, you know what would be cool, Isaac? It'd be really tight if we could do like a documentary in the future. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll edit it all good and put it together.
You know, one thing that I've wanted to do really bad, which is you actually can't find much of Reich's books on like anywhere. It's really hard to find them, but you can get them. But I would love to do like a audiobook of some of his most important material, because this is some of the most occulted knowledge and information about your subtle energy field, and it needs to get out there. Like, there's so many different books, not even just Reich's, but like there's a whole subject of this knowledge that's just been deprived from us. We've been intentionally hidden, and it's about time for this to shift, in my opinion.
Yeah. I really enjoy reading out loud.
Yeah.
Maybe the Do-Fi album could have like some tracks where it's just Donut straight up reading Wilhelm Reich quotes, like the highlights.
That's exactly what the Do-Fi album is. And for anyone who doesn't know what the Do-Fi album is we crashed through the 40,000 goal tonight. That's incredible. Did we already celebrate that?
We did. We still have to do a whole bunch more shout outs.
Okay, so if we get through, I love that robot. If we get through the stretch goal, if we get through the stretch goal of 47,000, we release the Do-Fi album, which will have like me talking about that positivity, Orgone, Wilhelm Reich stuff throughout it as well. It's going to be sick. To access them secrets, we got to get past the 47K. So
everyone will get that. Every single person that backs, even if it's just the digital, you'll all get downloads. And then for the people that get a printed copy, you'll get the download link, but you also get like a little QR code printed on the back of one of the little Schizo Splash art prints.
Yeah, so check that out. We already access all these secrets. So go right now, click the link below. If you already ordered this, upgrade to the Illuminati Yacht Club so you can get these this amazing jewelry with this technology in it, the EMF protector donut technology. Right down there, the Suge Knight sprinkled all up in there. And once we get past this 47, the Do-Fi album, all tears, and you get a shout out on the album if you're part of the VIP box. So click those links below. I say we give some shout outs and show some of them secrets.
Yeah, let's do a few more. These two people both got the Illuminati Street Team, and the Illuminati Street Team is the one that comes with a whole bunch of extra comics to give out or sell or leave in gas stations or with tips. So thank you to Ms. Janie.
Miss J. Let me give my cat some drugs real quick. 1 second. Miss J. Me.
And also,
yeah, no, go ahead.
Also, Maya Blount. Maya Blount also joined the Illuminati Street Team.
Maya.
My cat's on drugs. Yeah, my cat's on drugs.
We got Jean Giles. Either Jean or Jean. I'm going to say Jean.
John. Woo, woo.
Annette Montijo.
Annette. Thank you, Annette.
Holly Nyland. She got the VHS box combo.
Jan in the zone, sitting like a king. Prescription glow, got him feeling the sting.
Thank you so much.
Well, let's do three more. We got a bunch more, but we'll do three for now. Kevin, who got the color combo.
Kevin. Woo, woo.
Snow Leo Yvonne.
Snow.
Snow Leo.
Snow Leo. It's Snow Nut.
And then Cassie Studenmeyer.
Cassie. Woo, woo.
Stoudemeyer.
Cassie. Woo, woo.
1 pill, 2 pills, now he's up above. My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs.
That was amazing. Cats on drugs. Get sober, Chan. Get
The
your
whole
ass-
barnyard's on drugs tonight.
I mean, speaking of, do you have any chance you have the Illuminati cow image that we can reveal? I don't think we've shown that one yet.
Okay, I'll pull it up right now.
So yeah, here's another preview of some artwork from the Illuminati comic that we have not shown yet. One of my favorites, and this is the kind of thing that Donut brought to the table. If Donut were not involved in this project, this panel wouldn't exist. The Where's Waldo panels wouldn't exist. Like he's the one that probably brought the coolest looking panels to this whole
Send me
thing.
one of those for the Where's Waldo credit.
You'll get your credit.
Get
Maybe.
this cat out of me. Out of my way.
I'm sorry. Let me get the cat. The cat is on drugs. Let me get.
This is getting Chan. You need to go to your meeting.
Yeah, go to your meeting, Chan.
This is one of the panels in the Illuminati comic, and this is sort of an homage to me and Donut's favorite Illuminati symbols. So we got the Illuminati dolphin, you got an Illuminati worm, you got an Illuminati mouse that is definitely not a Disney mouse. It's a completely different mouse with a different silhouette and everything. And then there's also a non-Disney duck that is holding lots of money. It has nothing to do with Disney whatsoever.
Scrooge McDuck at all.
And then there's Adam Weishaupt hiding in a little pile of gold because he's balling. And then we got the Illuminati Masonic cow. And if you're wondering what the hell does any of this have to do with anything, you'll have to get the Illuminati comic and it'll make way more sense. But this is something that you won't find in any other Illuminati book, guaranteed. No one is sort of spanning like the historical and the schizo and trying to blend it all into one thing like we did.
And the creative. Yeah, it's absolutely sick. It's sick with it. And we got other splash pages that I could show as well. Like this comic.
Credit to Mark. Mark had a great idea for Where's Waldo style. So here's just one of the many different Where's Waldo art prints. This is in the book itself too. This is inside the Illuminati comic, and it'll tell you to like find, where's the Rosicrucian, where's the owl, where's the worm.
It's a lot of fun. It's very detailed, very
There's the owl.
Illuminati.
We just found him. There he is.
This is one of the dopest pieces of art ever created. Very symbolic, very fun, interactive. That was one of the things that I really wanted. I really wanted something that was interactive, something that showed the nuts, showed the Templars, showed the birds,
the pigeons.
the pigeons. And these splash pages are incredible. And just, if you do upgrade, which I highly recommend, upgrade to the Illuminati Yacht Club, because not only are you going to get this dope orgonite, you're going to get the comic, you're going to get so much with it, but you're going to get a beach towel of one of these Where's Waldo schizo splashes that actually got me up in there. I'm really glad.
Did you ever think growing up that you're like, I'm going to be on a beach towel one day?
I knew it. Bro. I just knew it.
You knew it.
Yeah, I knew this was. Oh, look, here's the 23.
Bro, is that an homage to the Where's Waldo series where they had the side tit and the cheeks?
Absolutely.
You know it.
Well, I guess I can't take credit for the idea. I think I just could take credit for talking about Where's Waldo enough with
you, bro. It's take credit. It's the Maltese Waldo. And here's the 23. Tomorrow, we'll leave 23 days left until the end of the year. December 8th, the 128 code. Huge ritual going to go down tomorrow, everyone. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get all the Illuminati news. We were just talking about this yesterday's show, the 23 and the 32. Like how the assassin, the 3 bullets, they put it next to a 32. Yeah. So make sure to go click that link below, because this is the other thing that I feel like I didn't stress at all. this is the last weekend that you could get this limited edition comic. Like they're not going to keep on getting printed, and you only got 3 days left. Like so, this is the last weekend to access the secret. So
I am while they're hot, folks, hot off the presses.
yeah,
Guys, so this is a very sophisticated lens. For everybody who's already bought one, all 603 of you, you guys are amazing.
bro, that's incredible, bro.
I have no part in this Illuminati comic at all. I'm not receiving any money from it. But just to clarify, I'm 100% in support of anything Paranoid American does. So that's why we're streaming on my channel as well. So shout out to all my people, all 20 of you in my live chat. Go and get that Illuminati comic and show them what the My Family thinks.
Yeah,
I'm
you
crazy
say 20
podcast.
people. You got a huge podcast.
All
My
20.
family thinks I'm crazy is like
Those
one
are
of
the people watching live. And you
We know you now though, because everyone's posting their like Spotify wrap-ups for the year, and it's all like number one podcast, number one podcast, number one podcast.
Me.
My family thinks I'm
You
crazy. My
top
family
five
thinks I'm
easily. You've been
crazy.
in so many top fives that people have been posting on their stories, and a lot of people don't know that Mark is like the matchmaker. He's the conspiracy podcast matchmaker behind the scenes.
Yep. Always the matchmaker, never
Every time you see a new person emerge on the scene, that's because Mark put them in the closet for 7 minutes of heaven, and they come back out and they're like superstars.
That's so cool.
All right. Yep. Always the maestro, never the main what would you call it? The main actor. Just behind the scenes.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune. You're the guy that gets to hang out at like the center of the spokes. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool if I had a really great like game show sound effect right now.
Yeah, well, I really like the new Christmas song. What do y'all think about the new Christmas jingle?
IlluminatiComic.com is the site to see. IlluminatiComic.com. Join the conspiracy.
Absolutely brilliant song. And I love how we got Jennifer Tilly right up in there.
It's snowing. We're playing Christmas songs. This is beautiful, guys.
We got the Terrifier.
Every recipe needs a little bit of pepper, and even if you're making pancakes.
I never thought I was gonna see Alex in an elf outfit.
Did you see him wink at you? He winks.
Yeah, that's incredible. And this is a good movie, Elf.
Spooky.
Speaking of elf waves, and this is Jennifer Tilly. Shout out to Jennifer Tilly.
Huge
Also
supporter of
know-
the comic. I think she's one of our yacht club members, actually.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a huge fan of Bride of Chucky, Child's Play 1 through 10. Didn't really care for a few of them in between those, but and don't we got I mean all the songs that you're making are so cool, and I'm looking out for that 25-hour live stream that we're going to be doing.
Yeah, me and Donut spent the last week straight making new little video clips, and there's going to be something like 2 hours of original music that you've never heard before for every one of our little intermissions. So when we start doing the 25-hour, we'll take a break every hour and a half or so. Like every hour or 2 hours, we'll need to take a break to just sustenance, maybe like a quick power nap. I don't know. Take the dog out, take the cat out. But you'll be hearing brand new music every time we have an intermission during that 25-hour feed.
And the cat cam, we're going to have a 25-hour live video footage of Chan Cat. The secrets. Oh man. Yeah. No, it's gonna be incredible. What's going on there? Can I show your screen, Mark?
Yeah. It's a winter wonderland out
That's
there.
outside.
That's my outside, yeah.
I'm gonna move there, bro. I love the snow. I think I was meant to be in the snow. But I don't know. I like it here too, though. I like Arizona. I'm going to just stay here. This is where God wants me. This is where that's where I found Chan.
Everybody's meant to be somewhere. Have you ever heard the theory about, I forget what it's called. Isaac may remember this. We talked about it with Peter Shampoo on my show, but you're connected to the landscape that you're born on with like a cord. And it could shift over time if you spend enough time in a new area, but you're like magnetically anchored to the place you were born or the place you reside, like in your Orgone field in that donut field.
Dude, I would love to get his books
Peter,
and interview him.
yeah, definitely. And by the way,
Your
Isaac, have some
microphone's
of,
breaking up again. Your microphone's breaking
Wilhelm
up
Reich's
again.
PDFs. I need to hard to find it. Just saying that because
It sounds cool, but the microphone is breaking up. It sounds
breaking-
cool though.
Not
Yeah,
breaking-
yeah, but it sounds cool, but it is breaking up.
Well, I was just gonna say I'll send Wilhelm Reich's PDFs over to you, Isaac, if you don't have some of them, because I have
perfect,
a bunch
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, I'd love some.
Dust type. I'm very, very grateful for all four of you, all four, including Chan, all three of you for coming up on this stream. There's some more stuff in the news. I don't want to keep y'all too long. We got Trump, I think, went.
I had
to,
some more info.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had some more info on the drone stuff, but it could connect to Trump. So go ahead with this Trump story, and then we'll loop it back to the
Notre
drone stuff.
Dame. Yeah, he visited Notre Dame today, looking like a pimp. That's about it. The Pope was doing something symbolically as well today. I don't really got it all pulled up though. Maybe we'll save that for another stream. I want to hear about
Trump. That's Notre Dame in Paris. He was at the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, or
yeah.
Okay, just making sure he wasn't at like Notre Dame University or whatever, but yeah, that's interesting that he's out of the country right now because of the whole, drone thing going on over some of his properties. And anytime you have, go ahead.
That was probably all filmed like pre-advance. He's probably wasn't even there. He probably went there like a week or two before they even opened, for all we know.
Yeah, no, they definitely aren't giving out his coordinates live, that's for sure. But it is interesting that we have these drones, we're calling them drones. I've seen a couple pictures. I've seen different shapes. One of them looked kind of like it would be like a cargo drone, like it had a heavy looking body, I guess you would call it, fuselage if it was a plane. And then I've seen others that explicitly look like they're shaped like fighter jets, which is strange. And then from the person I spoke with, they've gotten several different people's reports because they own a comedy club and a restaurant. So, they've had all these people hanging out in the parking lot who see them in the sky, and they've reported everything from triangle shape to fighter jet, almost plane shaped drones. And what's strange about this is, again, it could be a part of this larger phenomena where it's not actually what you're seeing, but this phenomena is actually resembling what you want to see, or what the observer effect, I guess, can consciously do is affect things that you're seeing. And if this technology is, sufficient enough, maybe it could do that, right? It could blend reality or change how it appears, or we're looking at, relatively, advanced drones that we just haven't, necessarily seen seen the technology for this before, but I want to connect it back to where this is taking place. Not only is it over the what is it, Pickaninny, Pic, Picatinny, sorry, Pickaninny, I think is an offensive term
Piccadilly.
from a long time ago. But the
Piccadilly.
Picatinny Arsenal is something that exists in the Morristown County, but next to that is something called Jockey Hollow. And Jockey Hollow, again, when we're looking at these events, these high strangeness phenomena, we have to consider all of the different aspects, right? So with this Morris Township, this Morris County area, you have a couple of interesting things. As far as American history goes, you have a very pivotal moment in the Revolutionary War taking place here, something remembered as the Hard Winter of 1779. And we actually had troops who essentially mutinied against their leader. I don't remember if it was I think one of their generals left and they were left with a lower ranked guy. And this guy, I guess wasn't, motivating them or whatever. And they all mutinied. But this happened in a place called Jockey Hollow. And etymologically speaking, we always want to look at the etymology of terms. Hollow seems to be a place that comes up a lot with these paranormal events, suggesting maybe underground hollow earth, right? But also the word jockey obviously suggests riders, people riding horses. You can kind of consider, someone in a drone, piloting a drone as a jockey, but also the term jockey actually means to trick someone as when it's used as a verb. So you can jockey for position, and that's a way of saying, I did something underhanded to get ahead of someone else, right? This is the way you would use the term jockey as a verb. So when it comes to etymology, synchromysticism, toponomical phenomena, and how all these things blend together, it's important to look at all these things. And then on top of that, you have a farm in the area, which is known as the Wick House. And the Wick family has owned this since that revolutionary time period. They were connected to the seventh president of the Continental Congress of the United States. That's the group of presidents that were installed in power before George Washington. A lot of people don't know that we've had more presidents before George Washington, and Arthur St. Clair was one of them, and he was a general in that area. But yeah, it's the wick, and it's always the wicker, the wick. The wick has some very synchromistic power. And Michael Hoffman comments on this in his book Secret Societies and Psychological Warfare. And don't look at that donut. That's what I was referring to before. That's a racial slur. But yeah, sorry. That was a slip of the tongue, total accident. But anyways, yeah, when it comes to the Wicker Man, you have this very interesting reality bending ritual that's implied anytime the term wicker or wick is used. That's why Wicca is now known to be, this sort of name for pagan arts and whatnot. Well, Michael Hoffman makes a pretty compelling case for this wicker phenomena, and he's cited it throughout his book with several, major criminal cases that were, kind of plastered throughout the media throughout the 20th century. So it's a prominent thing. And here again with the mystery drones, we have, it happening over a place where there's this wick toponym, the Wick House, the Wicker Garden, etc. So very interesting times. And this was second to the winter, or even worse than the winter at Valley Forge. And Valley Forge is one of those events that had a pivotal role in the Revolutionary War. This Jockey Hollow hard winter wasn't nearly as remembered, but here we are, heading into a winter right before Trump gets in office. It could be a hard winter in some ways.
Winter.
Yeah, dark winter. That was a term that was going around in 2022 or 2021. But I think this is certainly not surprising to me to find this sort of symbolism throughout this event, because it seems to be, not just a mundane sort of counter ops warfare type of situation. I think there might be something high strangeness going on here. Again, with the Picatinny arsenal having this alleged UFO recovered crash, right? They have a crashed UFO that they've recovered. And that article I sent you, Donut, is about some men that worked there, I think in 2017 or 2016, that mysteriously committed you know what on themselves, taking their own what is the safe way to call it on YouTube now, unaliving themselves. Yeah.
See.
So what do you, Thomas, what are you going to tell me?
They're at their essence, or I would just say that they exited stage left early.
Yes, they unalive themselves, exiting stage left, take your pick. But anytime this sort of happens, conspiracy theorists will usually, say, well, maybe this wasn't necessarily what they're saying it was. Maybe this person actually was, their life was taken from them, and or maybe they had some sort of threat placed against them. But again, all of this in light of, again, as you're showing here, the assassin, very spooky stuff. New York City is in chaos, and here we have, relatively young, unassuming person outside of a face mask and a hoodie. I mean, looks relatively like a normal New Yorker pulling off this really scary crime, and we still don't know the full details here, but I'm starting to suspect. I saw one.
This is popular with the kids right now. All the kids be wearing this.
Right. Well,
every time I see them, I want to punch them in the face.
Nike techs have that, I think, but yeah, when
it reminds me of just I just don't like it. I just don't trust it. Like you get like you'd be in the supermarket and they're wearing that.
Yeah, it's coward. It's cowardice. These are the reason they all wear this is because they're all afraid of their ops.
It looks cool though. I understand why. but like, I don't want to be freaked out the whole time I'm grocery shopping.
I saw this Fox News report yesterday about these drill rappers that got arrested in Brooklyn, and the Fox News reporter lady was, giving all the elderly at home like the rundown on the slang and the logo or the lingo, and she's like, they refer to their rivals as their ops. And it was so funny. I wish I saved that sound clip, but yeah, no, they all dress like that. The young people are definitely no different than young people of any other time period. I mean, that's just what they're susceptible to, whatever's popular. But yeah, this guy, apparently there's a theory that this guy, the CEO, put a hit out on himself in order to circumvent some sort of life insurance loophole with, obviously if you commit unaliving yourself, you can't collect life insurance on that. So there is a theory out there that this guy actually, for whatever reason, and maybe he was such a good father that, he wanted his family to have this money, or who knows? I mean, obviously we may never know what was going through this guy's head. But yeah, apparently there's a theory out there that the CEO actually put the hit out on himself. I mean, that could explain why this assassin was able to get him so seamlessly, because the guy, almost put himself in harm's way purposefully. So who knows? Obviously, that's, how could anyone ever choose to do that? I couldn't wrap my head around that, obviously not a place you'd want to be in mentally, whether you're a CEO millionaire or not. But yeah, I don't know what to make of it. But I think the fact that this guy smiling like this. I mean, he's either in some sort of psychological state of mind where, he feels like he's performing some sort of righteous action, or he's just a straight up contract killer. I mean, I'd be surprised to see someone who looks this young have an occupation like that. So I'm leaning more towards the former, which would be, this guy has some sort of motivation, aside from money. But that's what makes this whole thing confusing. Like, if the CEO did put a hit on himself, well, then this guy's clearly a contract killer, or these contract hits have become so complex that they actually farm out patsies to pull them off seamlessly. And this guy might just be a patsy who's philosophically motivated to commit this crime. They isolated him on social media, and then they, nudged him with bots into doing it. I mean, it's very alarming what can happen. Everything from unaliving yourself to being influenced to change genders. I mean, these internet bots are doing all sorts of harmful things to young people. So it could be a equation like that, where this guy's been, gang stalked into doing this crime somehow.
Well, whatever ended up happening, that photo with him smiling, I mean, this guy's living his best life. That's all I gotta say.
He's at Starbucks.
He got, dude. I want to know what his order was. I feel like he was like, give me 6 pumps of that caramel. I'm having a good day.
That's what everyone's trying to figure out, is what drink did he get? I've heard it on many different podcasts. What drink did he get or she get? I don't know. It looks like 2 different people to me. And tomorrow is December 8th. The big ritual is going down tomorrow. That's my prediction.
Jesus.
That's my prediction. Referee whistle official prediction, December 8th. It's the 128 code. This is the anniversary of Leave the World Behind. Now, Trump's in office. I've been covering a lot of stuff that's connected to the EMF energy for years and years, and different books and movies about that. But tomorrow, I don't know what kind of ritual will go down, but something will go down. Leaving 23 days left until the end of the year. So we'll see. We shall see what gonna go down. We passed the 2-hour mark.
We got a few more people we need to shout out before we get too farther here.
Let's give them a shout out.
Let's get Can up there.
I want to make sure I'm respecting y'all time. It looks like we got another sign up too.
Yo, it's Saturday Night Live, bro. I'm down to go till Saturday Night Live is over. When did that show?
Saturday night and the feeling right.
I think it's over by now on the East Coast. No,
isn't it like a 2-hour show?
Is it? I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched
the 25. The 25-hour show will be happening on December 10th.
Wow, that's a Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday through when? Tuesday at 10 a.m. and we're going to stream for 24 hours and end at Wednesday at 11 a.m. A full 25 hours.
A 25-hour stream. And y'all better come up on it, Isaac.
Hey, yeah, we'll see. What?
Not for 25 hours, don't worry.
Yeah, for sure. I'll totally hop in.
You can come on for just 24. That's okay.
24 hours? Okay.
Take an hour to break.
I think I can make it.
Can we start pumping Chan with some drugs real quick just to read off a few names?
You got it.
Geneva. Genevieve.
Chan on the meds, drifting through the haze. Russian blue king, stuck in his ways. My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs.
Shout out to Ellery Genevieve.
Ellery, woo woo.
Give me a shout out for Darren Fromkin.
Darren,
Thank you for that. Teresa, just straight up Teresa.
Teresa, woo woo.
And then we got a smart one. We got someone wicked smart. Billy Lee did an upgrade to the VHS box.
Wicked smart, Billy. You wicked smart. You have just accessed the secrets.
We got also John got the VHS box.
John accessing the secrets.
We got three more. Man Alive got the VHS box.
Bars moving slow, vision thick with the buzz. One pill, two pills, now he's up above. My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs.
What was his name? What was the last
Also,
name?
who is drugging Chan is Night of the Hungry Panda.
Night of the Hungry Panda.
Like a flick of the wrist, head on the edge, trying to feel the flow. Russian blue stealth.
And then Ashlyn got the trading card combo. Ashlanen.
Ashlyn, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wide as the visions repeat. My cat's on drugs and he don't miss a beat. My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs. Bars moving slow, vision thick with the buzz.
In this 25-hour stream, we got a ton of dope songs that Paranoid American made. It's going to be so much fun.
Paranoid American record label. What I love about Paranoid American record label is there are no 30-foot beds at the Paranoid American record label studio.
Yeah, we just haven't gotten that big yet, but we will.
There are no Diddy beds at the Illuminati Comics headquarters.
No, but I do got a Diddy slide up here. Right here with the Sampaku eye. I've been saying that this is the
I thought you were
symbol
about to do a new dance called the Diddy slide.
of the Diddy slide. Due to Charles Manson, due to Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, we'll get up there, but his downfall was predicted through the symbols.
Cover of, is this X?
This is the double X. Yeah, this is the Knights Templar, the double X. As you see, here's Drink Champs with the double X with the Baphomet up down. There was just a recent podcast on that with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Yeah, so you know this is huge Illuminati mainstream, just like the Charlemagne. Charlemagne.
Nori, you know who Nori is, right?
Yeah.
You
Nori.
mean the rapper Nore Noriega?
Yeah. Have you ever looked at the
Legend.
symbolism in Capone and Noriega's album?
Yeah, it's a I haven't looked at it, but I mean it's a hip hop landmark album.
He says he's got a bee that can sniff a pyramid off a dollar bill. What pyramid do you think they were referring to?
The Illuminati pyramid, probably.
Yeah, and
Because
probably that
this is a Puff Daddy organization too. Like Drink Champs, a lot of people don't know. This is a perfect segue in a sense because who owns Drink Champs? It's Diddy.
what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Revolt is Diddy's company.
Whoa, so that's why they've been real quiet about the whole Diddy situation, Drink Champs.
Yeah, they're all part of the club. Especially they brought the bosses on, you know, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Kendrick Lamar, the top elite officials of the Illuminati New World Order, overtaking Jay-Z most likely, as we see who is performing at the Olympic ceremony. Snoop Dogg did his assassination attempt symbolically on President Trump, and then he portrayed the thuggy, thug life, thuggy assassins at the Olympics for the entire world to see, promoting the drug use. And here they're promoting another Knights Templar alcohol bottle, usually, which is owned by Jay-Z, with the double X on it as well. This is just symbolism that I'm interested in. No, it's not popular. No one cares about it.
Why? What do you mean? I think
People care more about like, yo, he's wearing a red hat, so that means he's a Satanist.
Well, it's not. No one cares about it. I mean, if don't nobody else care, Tupac cares.
Shout out to Tupac.
Tupac is turning in his grave right now watching Drink Champs, dude. He'd be disappointed as hell.
Yeah, Tupac will do some.
I think that just speaks to how indoctrinated the average like Drink Champs audience member is. Like most of them, if they are interested in conspiracies, unfortunately, it's like that lower level, like, oh, red hat equals Satan kind of nonsense, you know.
Everyone's got to start somewhere, though.
There's literally podcasts that say that.
It's true. You got to start somewhere, but I feel like there are people who are like in their 50s who still look at those, you know. I mean, I guess you could have your awakening at any age. So age isn't really a
Or you could just never have one. That's also a very real possibility.
Well, you know, there's always the dead end cul-de-sacs that certain theories end up being, you know, not to name names or call anybody out, but the yeah, I don't know.
Do it. Just do one. Just call one person out.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know I had this order now comic on. My bad.
Call out all of the Nissan manufacturers because they're straight up jerks.
So they're going through a father time ritual. Everything is connected to Saturnalia right now because we are entering Saturnalia. Nissan is Saturn. If you look at the symbol, I've been breaking down Nissan for a while, so it looks like they're going through some big ritual because they played a big part in medicating 33 million at the Nissan Stadium during Christmas time, where that a weird event happened where there was a big boom in front of a Hooters, in front of a Illuminati owl.
Always big boom booms at the Hooters. What are you talking about?
I was just gonna say too. You've been breaking down Nissan, but Nissan can break down by itself without your help.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Nissan broke down. I had it, and that car was satanic for sure.
I had a good friend. Their Nissan literally unalived itself earlier this week.
Oh,
this is the Nissan logo.
Never ever buy a car with a CVT transmission, especially a Nissan. They're built to fail at 200,000 miles. So you basically have to buy a whole new transmission. And that's
you said a CVD transmission?
CV as in vehicle and
okay.
CVT.
All right, I thought we were doing
I got another.
Oh no, the tranny already. There's already enough jokes about trannies. We don't need to add to that.
This is Saturn. You see it?
No, yeah, it's.
They don't even exist anymore, do they? Saturn.
Well,
Remember
that's
the Saturn car company.
Yeah. What does Nissan mean in? Is
it's
it Japanese?
Hebrew month.
Yeah, but what does it mean in like the language of origin? Is it Korean or Japanese?
I think it's Hebrew.
It's Japanese, and it means birth of the sun.
Ah, interesting. Well, here's the thing. Saturn, according to the occult history, used to be the sun. Right. This is the birth of the black sun, Nissan. Wow. Because Saturn, I was going to say, that's already a car. There's already a company called Saturn. So that would be crazy if Nissan just meant Saturn, but no, it means the birth of the sun.
Ni means sun, and
a very good cock.
Birth of the sun. That's dope, bro. But just so I don't look stupid, let me pull up Nissan month. so I don't look that dumb.
No, you
Wait,
don't look.
what are you doing to make you look not dumb?
You don't look stupid.
There's a month called Nissan in the Hebrew calendar.
And it's the first fruits, the feast of the unleavened bread, the feast of the cracker.
It's
Oh,
the feast
we
of
have
the fruits.
Oh, we have crackers and decent.
This is so dry. The fruit's so dry.
I used to love snacking on matzah bread. I don't know about you guys.
Oh,
I don't mind. I don't mind. Hey, listen,
You know me, I got my masa on deck. I stack masa on masa on masa, son.
You need something to wash down the gefilte fish.
Bro, I get the best masa ball soup. Like y'all don't even know.
We need some AI Yiddish music, like a
Bro, we
Yiddish
do.
comic song.
But that's actually one of the things I do is when I'm just trying to experiment, I'll throw in like Yiddish folk music as just like one of the tags. So it'll be 808 Atlanta, Miami trap bass, but then I'll throw in like Yiddish folk music, and it always adds like a cool little extra dash of flavor to it.
That's why they're going Illuminati comic. Huh, huh.
Wait.
They're doing the Kabbalah letters. Huh, ha, K, qua. Illuminati comic.
Can we do a Hanukkah version too?
Yeah, there we go. See, and a Kwanzaa version. Isaac, you know about Kwanzaa. They celebrate that in the great state of gay Oregon, right?
If they do, I don't know about it.
Are you in Oregon?
Yeah, I'm in
And
Oregon.
you got the Oregon energy.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm sorry. I meant Portland, not all of Oregon shouldn't be characterized by Portland. I'm sorry, Isaac.
Yeah, Portland's like a bad stain on Oregon's landscape, but we get by. That's why the Greater Idaho movement actually has been going so hard, because there's like half of the state of Oregon just wants to move into Idaho.
Oh, well, look at that.
Idaho, yeah, I got a lot of family in Idaho.
If you want an Illuminati comic, we will ship it to Greater Idaho. We will ship it. You just put it on the address. We'll know where you mean.
Illuminati.com. I gotta play this song real quick. It's just so good.
Illuminaticomic.com is the site to see. Illuminaticomic.com. Join the conspiracy. Christmas lights shining bright. Truth is on the way. Illuminaticomic.com. Go there now today.
That is go hard. That's so amazing.
What a welcoming Santa that would be.
The Terrifier. Terrifier 3. Yeah. Let's wrap up the show though, because I want to respect everybody's time. I could do this all night though. I could keep
Well,
going
get your rest, because the 24-hour stream is coming up in 2 days.
I don't need rest. I already rested. It was already the Sabbath. The Sabbath is over. I'm ready to go hard. Do we got any more shout-outs?
Yeah, let's do the rest of the people that signed up, so we get everyone accounted for here.
Bro, I can't believe we over to 40K. We got to get past that 47 now.
Well, let's aim it for 41. But yeah, 47 is what's going to unlock the Do-Fi album, and the people that are helping us already do that tonight. Green Ghosty, who got the VHS box combo.
Green Ghosty VHS box.
Jane Brandy's.
Jane,
Jane.
That's a cool name. Thank you, Jane.
Kathleen. Night of the Hungry Panda just did an upgrade too. So thank you to Night of the Hungry Panda.
Night of the Hungry Panda. Thank you so much. You upgraded into
and then secret. Cheryl Feddick. Thank you, Cheryl Feddick.
Cheryl, thank you so much. And thank you everybody for tuning. It's all your
What was that?
I don't know. What's
What is
going on? The drugs are kicking in. But- IlluminatiComic.com. Well, thank you, Isaac, for putting
Yeah,
up with
Isaac, thank you so much, man. I always learn something new about Orgonite or Wilhelm Reich every time we talk.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. It's been a
And
blast.
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight. Yes.
you. Shout out to Suge Knight.
Yeah.
We'll add your links down below, Isaac. Everybody make sure to upgrade to the Illuminati Yacht Club so you can get Isaac's jewelry to protect yourself from the EMF sprinkled in with the Suge Knight and all that goody good stuff. Isaac, Paranoid, Mark, any closing thoughts before I close it out?
I'll start.
So,
So, okay, I just want to say one quick thing. Okay, here's how you live your life, all right? Try as hard as you can to forgive yourself, forgive others around you.
Mm-hmm.
Always go into the next day trying to do better than you did the day before, and you're going to do all right in life.
I love that. Amen. Amen to that. That's wisdom, bro. You got wisdom, dog. That's that wisdom.
Follow that, Mark.
Yeah, follow that. That's a good shot right there, Mark. How it zoomed in.
Is zoomed in better?
Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, like Paranoid. That's really nice
Thank you.
right there, dude.
Is this how I should do it from now on?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
noticed.
we just got another sign up too. I don't know if you noticed that. Right as you were,
Holy crap!
right as you
We
were
got
talking.
another sign up. We almost passed that 41,000. We gotta get past that 47. We gotta unlock these secrets.
And thank you to Denton Savage.
That is savage. Thank you, Denton Savage. That's amazing. Let me get my cat some food.
Chan on the maze, drifting through the haze. Russian blue king, stuck in his ways. My cat's on drugs, yeah, my cat's on drugs.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Y'all gonna love all this music that Paranoid made. It's so good.
It is guaranteed to be the best song about giving your cat drugs that you've heard all December.
Absolutely. This has been a fun show. Thank you.
You got any parting words? Any other parting words?
It's been fun. I agree.
Look at that shot of you, Mark, is beautiful, bro. Like, and that shot of Paranoid too.
Will unfold secrets told between the lines. The truth will find a comet where the eye's not blind.
What is that real? Like, am I gonna get? I don't want to get striked.
Are you copyright bombing us right now?
You know what?
No, that's just an AI banger that we just needed.
That was tight.
That was the lyrics were supposed to talk about the Illuminati comic. If you heard it,
I
said
heard
a
something
comic
about the
that will.
secrets.
Yeah, it said
I
it's a comic that will leave your eyes unblind. AI came up with that.
That was sick.
I would hope that reading something would leave your eyes unblind, because the alternative sounds like you would read it and you would be blinded by it. That doesn't sound right.
It's AI.
World's first comic book that will leave you blind. What a pitch that would be. Do you hate vision? We've got the product for you.
It says a comic where the eye's not blind. See, you gotta, listen, okay. I almost called you Chris there. Thomas, you got to put some artistic license into it, okay? They're not talking about actual myopathy. They're talking about the inner eye opening.
Sure. Sure they are.
Oh, we should do Protect Your Neck remix. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh wow, what a great who recommended that? That one's happening.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
Or I want to say maybe bring the ruckus.
Yeah. Or you know what? It would be a good one. The Liquid Swords, do cocaine, bang on the night, tell them see how to do cocaine, just do the brain. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
25-hour karaoke stream is what I'm hearing right now.
Back in the yeah.
We can do
Donut
that.
will freestyle for 25 hours straight, no break.
Yeah, if we pass through the 47,000 tonight, I'm gonna get that tattooed on the back of the act, and I'll do a 25-hour live freestyle.
Are you gonna get a tat of your cat on the back of your act?
I'm gonna get the tat of the back of my tat. I'm gonna tat on the back of the.
You're gonna tat the back of your cat with an act.
I'm gonna tat the back of my cat on the back of my act. Oh, but only if we get to that 47. So click that link down below. It's Donut
And Paranoid and Mystic Mark and Isaac.
Much love.
And God bless.
Bless you.
What up? It's Donut. The Illuminati comic dropped worldwide. Get your Illuminati comic today about the Bavarian Illuminati exposing the infamous secret society. It's a chit track Illuminati comic. Make sure to go back this project. We were fully funded in 3 minutes.
Learn about the full history of the Bavarian Illuminati. Adam Weishaupt, Alumbrados, Jesuits, Rosicrucians, Freemasons, and more.
We got early bird access today only. If you subscribe today, you get a massive discount anywhere in the world. The digital deluxe tier. Get the digital copy plus an add-on private video presentation. Get the black and white chit track Illuminati comic, or get it in color. I mean, I would get it in color because this is banging. Learn all the secrets. And the Donut VHS box. Get the early bird special. This ends today. These sell out so quickly. Very, very popular. And it's the first time ever we're doing them worldwide with the Illuminati comic. Massive discounts today only. Click that link below. The Illuminati Street Team. Become part of the Street Team. Get a bunch of these comics and slang them. You can make a bunch of money. You can make your money back and profit. If you got a store, you can sell them out of your store or just hand them out, leave them at the library. Join the Illuminati Street Team. Or if you a big baller like that and you want to be part of the Illuminati Yacht Club, that's for the big ballers right there who want to join the Illuminati Yacht Club. I mean, that's that official, like a referee whistle pledge right there. So click that link below. This is the Illuminati comic. Sign up right now. Reserve your spot. Much love and God bless you.
That's right, it's the Illuminati comic from Donut and Paranoid American. Get yours now at IlluminatiComic.com.
IlluminatiComic.com is the site to see. IlluminatiComic.com. Join the conspiracy. Christmas lights shining bright. Truth is on the way. IlluminatiComic.com. Go there now today.
That's awesome.